Hi, my name is Paula, and this is my baby girl, August Faye Hood. Say hi, Augie. August is 4 months old. She was born on January 26, 2021. She was actually born 3 days before her due date, which isn't too bad. August is actually my second child. I have a 9-year-old son as well. And I will say that the delivery between my son and my daughter is totally different. As they say, girls are very stubborn, and I can see why. I was in labor with August for 13 and a half hours. I really tried to have a vaginal birth with her, but again, she was a lot more stubborn than my son, so I ended up having to have a second cesarean. This time around, I actually went through midwives as opposed to the doctors, just because it was just an overall better experience for me. They were more concerned, they were more, I don't know, they were just more helpful and there for me as far as what my body was going through and kind of coached me through more of the natural process. It wasn't until just the very end of the hour that we ended up having to go through a cesarean, but prior to that, they pretty much did everything in order for us to have her naturally. I would say that the coronavirus definitely had a huge effect on me during my pregnancy. I was isolated a lot, you know. I wasn't around family, I wasn't around friends, as much because I wanted to ensure that I was just safe with my, carrying my child. It was the fear of the unknown, not really knowing what was gonna happen. And so it was, a lot of people just didn't even know I was pregnant. A lot of people didn't even know I had a baby until after I delivered. And again, it was a lot of it had to do with just me just staying cautious and being safe to ensure that my health as well as the baby's health was not compromised because of the virus. Being a second time mom is definitely, right, what she said, yeah. Her brother is very helpful. He's always talking to her, he's always playing with her, and he gives her 50,000 kisses a day. Like, I cannot even, I swear if August could talk, she would be like, bro, please move, because that's just how many times he kisses you, right? Yeah, that's how many times he kisses you. But he's very helpful. He runs home from school just to play with her, and he gets the things that I need. And so for me, I think it's a good experience to have a older sibling because, again, it's a lot of help that you wouldn't necessarily have if the kids were closer in age. If I can give any new mothers advice, I would say definitely just relax and just get your rest, because that is so very important, just not even for your own mental state, but for your child. I think it's very imperative to get as much rest as possible, except with this one, she sleeps a lot. So it got to the point that I was not like, okay, I'll rest with her for the first nap and then she'll wake up, I'll play with her, and then when it was time to take the second nap, it's like, okay, you still have laundry to do, you still have dinner to prepare, you still have another child to attend to. And so again, it's very important to get your rest, but with this one, not too much rest, because again, I was like not even doing everything else I was supposed to do. But it's a lot, it's draining, and I'm a breastfeeding mom, and that alone can just literally suck the life out of you. I don't know, it's like when she nurses, I instantly go into this comatose state and I'm just ready to go to sleep right along with her. Breastfeeding is another job in itself. She actually is exclusively breastfed. This one is just so stubborn, she doesn't even want to take a bottle, and I literally tried every single bottle you can name, Tommy, Tippy, Avon, Dr. Brown's. I even tried the hospital bottle. and none of them work. So right now, again, she's exclusively breastfed. I do pump and store milk, but until she's on that bottle, those packages are just freezing up in the freezer right now. I'm not trying to force her, because I feel like, most babies will move at their own pace, and then, it's a different type of bond when you nurse your child as opposed to, having them bottle fed. So again, I'm not like rushing her, but she definitely will need to be on there soon, because outside of me, being a mother, I'm a full-time worker and I'm a business owner of multiple businesses. And, I have a relationship and a household to tend to. So it's just a lot. Just trying to balance all of that and making sure everybody is taken care of, and just making sure everybody is happy. And it's important as a mom to also maintain your own happiness as well. Work-life balance with a new baby and an older kid is definitely something that is it's hard, it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's very difficult. I work a full-time job. I'm an independent contractor on the side of my full-time job. I own a decor company. I also own an event space called Boulevard 9. And outside of that, I take care of just my household and manage other businesses as well. So it can become very frustrating. It can become overwhelming at times. But I would say my recommendation would be just to try to prioritize things and, write a to-do list. Something as simple as a to-do list, which is something that I make every day. Like, I just put it in my notes on my cell phone and try to check those boxes off as the day goes on. Again, it's very overwhelming, but it is doable. You just have to, take time for yourself, take a step back and relax. Understand that, some things is just not going anywhere anytime soon, and you have to make sure your mental health is in a great state in order to get all of those tasks done. My suggestion to mothers just unwind is, do some exercises, go for a walk. Just being outside, for me, just getting a breath of fresh air it kind of rejuvenates my spirit. I love to read, so I'll pour me a glass of wine or a cup of tea, just depending on what time of day it is, and I read a book. And when I say read a book, I don't mean like a self-help book or a book about business. I do that all day long. So when I read a book, I want to read something that's about, something fiction, something that's fun or mystery or something like that, or watch a movie. Set some time aside to just Netflix and chill. I definitely think that in order to, keep your mental state in a great space, you have to put some time aside for yourself while still, taking care of the business, because that's what we do as mothers. We take care of the house, we take care of our business, and then we take care of ourselves. So you have to take care of yourself in order for the baby to be well taken care of. I have a great support system for my kids. Their dad he's great. He is, very supportive, and he's always, there for the kids. He's there for me, whatever I need. My parents and their grandparents are amazing. Like, I don't know what I would do without, my parents, my mom and dad. They're like completely obsessed. Everybody loves the new baby. And then I have a group of baseball moms that I've been around for since my son was 3, so the past 6 years. They were amazing. Like, when I came home from the hospital, I'm the type that I cook for my household and make sure, we have a home cooked meal. And because I wasn't able to, I was coming straight from the hospital with a new baby, and then on top of having a cesarean, you can't really physically move around the way you would want to. And for 35 days straight, they sent me different meals, whether it was breakfast, lunch, dinner, like literally every day they were sending me Uber Eats, Grubhub, you name it. I had a special delivery. Even on Valentine's Day, they sent me a Valentine's meal and candy and all of that in the mail. So like I said, like my support system is definitely what kept me in a great space and just helped me with August and Aiden overall. So I'm very, very thankful for the team of people that are in our lives that are, you know, helping us. That helped us adjust in the beginning days. As a new mom is, you know, lean on your support system. You know, it's okay to let go and let people help you out. You know, depend on dad. Dad is there for a reason. You know, just trust that, you know, the people that are in your life are there for a reason. They want to see that you're happy and healthy and that your baby is happy and healthy. But lean on them to get that extra rest that you need, or to get that extra, you know, breather that you need. It's okay to lean on the people that are closest to you to help you through this process. So you definitely want to, okay, just let me keep it real. It is a process of trying to get your body back in shape and just you're not feeling yourself anymore. You're like, oh, is he even attracted to me? So I think that, you know, if you have a man that is there for you, he understands and he knows that, you know, your body is going through all these changes. You want to make sure that, you know, you don't beat yourself up trying to, you know, rush your body into bouncing back. It just does not happen. Like, take your time. Don't try to rush your body or put your body in shock by trying to, you know, get back into the body that you had pre-pregnancy. Like, you just had a baby. And on top of that, you just had a surgery, at least in my case, you know. Like, your body is physically going through something. So you need to just, you know, take your time and understand that you shouldn't have to rush that process. You don't have to rush into, what are you doing, girl? Don't rush your body, you know. Don't shock your body trying to physically, you know, do something to appease people or to post on social media. Like, just be real with it. As far as being intimate goes with your partner, again, that's something that you want to take your time with as well. The doctor tells you 6 weeks. If your body tells you longer, then you need to wait longer. It's just as simple as that. That's something that you don't want to rush. You definitely want to, you know, just be as cautious as possible. And then when you're ready, then the time will, you know, then you're ready. I was in my 20s when I had my son and in my 30s when I had my daughter. So it's definitely a huge gap in age. And it's definitely just a different experience overall with your body, because when you're in your 20s, you can bounce back like that. After I had her, I had postpartum preeclampsia. I had, oh my God, my ankles and my legs were huge. Like, it was just, my body was just not my body anymore. So I would definitely say that, you know, it was a big difference between having my baby at a younger age than having her or having another child the second go around. Let's talk about how my hair grew. So some of the changes that I experienced in my body were definitely weight gain. In my first pregnancy, I only gained 20 pounds. With this child, I gained almost 60. Can you even believe it? Like, I didn't even think my body can even stretch that much. Another change in my body was my hair. It's always been long, pretty healthy overall, but I can just see like there was a huge difference in the shine and the bounce and my curl pattern. I also had cankles. Like, my legs and my ankles grew so big to the point that the only shoe that I can wear were Crocs in the wintertime. It was the worst. Crocs and socks. So that was a huge change in my body too. Don't freak out. It's so natural for your body to change. It's all about the baby. It's all about how the baby is developing, making sure that the baby is healthy. Again, if you see any red flags as far as like if your blood pressure is getting too high or just anything that you think is off, I would definitely recommend going to the doctor, because preeclampsia is a real thing, and that's something that can harm you as well as your baby. So again, don't be alarmed at the changes that your body goes through, but just recognize those changes and make sure it's not something that can endanger you or the baby. Otherwise, embrace them and just know that it'll go away after the baby. It's gonna take a while, it's gonna take some work, but you'll get back to normal. So just trust the process. I'm Paula, and this is Meet the Baby.